The story of Boris and Anna Kozlov. The three-day marriage. In 1946, Boris, a young Red Army soldier, returned home to Siberia and married his sweetheart, Anna. They were head over heels in love, but their honeymoon lasted exactly 3 days. Boris had to return to his unit to finish his service. He kissed Anna goodbye, promising to return shortly. But while he was away, Joseph Stalin's regime purged the village where Anna lived. Her entire family was branded enemies of the state and exiled to the remote reaches of Siberia. The void. When Boris finally returned to their village, Anna was gone. There were no forwarding addresses in the Soviet Union, no phones, and no way to track someone who had been exiled. Anna, meanwhile, was devastated. She left secret notes tucked into the wood of their old house, hoping Boris would find them, but the house was eventually torn down. Her mother, fearing for Anna's future, eventually forced her to remarry, telling her that Boris was likely dead or had moved on. Boris, too, eventually remarried years later, though he never stopped looking for her. For 60 years, they lived separate lives, both believing the other was a ghost of the past. The miracle at the old house. In 2006, both Boris and Anna were in their 80s and had been widowed. Anna decided to visit their original home village one last time to pay her respects to her past. At the exact same time, Boris had traveled to the same village to visit his parents' graves. As Anna stepped off the bus, she saw an elderly man standing near the spot where their old house used to be. She froze. Boris looked up and saw a woman who looked strikingly like the girl he had kissed goodbye 60 years earlier. Boris later said, "I ran up to her and said, 'My darling, I've been waiting for you for so long. My wife, my life.'" The second honeymoon. Despite the fact that 6 decades had passed, a lifetime of other children, other spouses, and the wrinkles of age, the love they had found in 1946 was still there. It hadn't been thrown away, it had been preserved in amber by history. They remarried quickly. Boris, then 80, and Anna, 77, spent their final years together in the same village where they first met. They proved that time and distance are powerless against a love that is meant to endure. When asked about their lost years, Anna simply said, "Since we found each other again, I haven't been angry for a single day." Key lessons from Boris and Anna. The persistence of memory. Even when life forced them into new paths, they kept the idea of their love alive. Luck versus fate. Hawking spoke of being lucky enough to find love. They were lucky enough to find it once, but brave enough to claim it a second time. No expiration date. Their story proves that it is never too late to cherish the love you found.